seeing the film, where did this thing get away from you and why?
Well, the why was easy for me. We were not ready to play. We weren't physical. We weren't aggressive. Yeah, that first half, we deserved to be booed off the court, to be quite honest. And I challenged our guys at halftime because that first half was unacceptable across the board. And that's my job as a head coach, to start with me, getting guys ready to play, making sure they understand what's at stake. And you can tell them about it, but still, if your players don't perform, that starts with me first and foremost. And then our players, obviously, in the first half, not even close to the necessary level of energy, physicality, urgency that you need against a very good team, a team that's been in first place most of the year. And challenged them at halftime, and they came out like grown-ass men. And we played a second half like we cared. And never really got back in the game. It may have appeared that, but at least we played hard. At least we defended. At least we hit somebody. I'll give you the one stat that kind of that sums up first half and second half. How many turnovers did they have in the first half?
0.
You know what that means? They didn't feel us at all. Not at all. Second half, 9 turnovers, 10 points for us. So you just can't show up. And as I reminded our guys, this is not last year. We do not have a cushion to, hey, we can take a game, we can rest guys. We're in a dogfight. We're in a dogfight. And obviously Jamal being out, that's not ideal, but we have to get him healthy. And I can live, Reggie Jackson was 4 of 15 tonight. Reggie left it all out there. I was really impressed with that. Christian Brown went 2 for 10 tonight. Loved how he played. So we struggle to make shots, but when you struggle to make shots, as we all know, then everything else has to be great, has to be elite. In the first half, we didn't make shots, we didn't guard, we did nothing.
Is that disappointing that you didn't see the effort immediately with, what's at stake? Like you said, the seeding, you guys are in a battle for, the #1 seed.
What do you think, Harrison?
Yes.
Were you disappointed as a fan?
Absolutely.
Exactly. That's why I said, the fans had every right to be disappointed with that first half. It's, again, going into this game, we're half game up in first place. And, the only chance we have of winning the tiebreaker against Minnesota is to beat them 3-1, because we're not going to catch them in the conference wins. Just not. So, you let a golden opportunity slip through your hands. And it's one thing if a team comes in here and beats you. I think we can all walk out here and say, you know what? They were better than us tonight. But tonight I don't think that was the case. I felt, yes, so to answer your question, yeah, it was disappointing. And I hope that when you speak to our players, I think they'll be hopefully equally as disappointed. And it doesn't get any easier. We got Cleveland coming in here on Sunday. So we've lost 2 in a row, and we'll see what we're made of.
Was Nikola's wrist bothering him at all?
I was surprised he played tonight, to be quite honest. Yeah, his wrist is really giving him a lot of trouble in. As we know, Nikola is a guy that plays through a lot of things that most guys wouldn't play through. So yes, to answer your question, his wrist was bothering him tonight.
You guys have prided yourselves on playing through a lot in tough situations. We've had a lot of scheduled spots this year, but does this outcome tonight change anything about how you're going to approach the final 8 games of the season?
I don't think so. Right now, obviously, I have to make sure that I take my blinders off once in a while, because I get in that foxhole and I'm thinking about Cleveland right now. But sometimes you have to come up for air and think that we have 8 games to go. And I was just talking with Jamal, and he apologized to me. I said, don't apologize, man. You're not trying to be hurt, and your health is more important than a win right now. Because as I've said many times to you guys, I have complete confidence that our group, regardless of seed, can beat anybody anywhere when we're healthy, because we've done it. But I'll have to think about that one, Matt, about kind of where it at. But I just want to win. I want to get back to playing 48 minutes of Denver Nugget basketball, so we can walk out of here feeling really good about ourselves, playing the right way. And you think about it, I think we're 15-4 now since the break. Overall, it's been phenomenal. Phenomenal. That's incredible to do, but I just hate losing 2 in a row. That really bothers me, if you can't tell.
What about their defense stood out in terms of holding you guys to 98 points and that being the number one rated defense in the NBA?
Yeah, I mean, just their size, their length. And obviously, we really struggle to make shots. Another night where we were 2 for 9 in transition opportunities. Phoenix game, we were 1 for 7. So even when you think you have an avenue to the rim, there's a Rudy Gobert, there's a Jaden McDaniels, there's Naz Reid. You got a great athlete in Edwards. So there's a reason they're the number 1 defense in the NBA through 70-plus games. And when you're not getting stops, you only have 4 transition points. Since the break, we're averaging over 18. But if you can't get a stop, then it's going to make it really hard to get out and run. So now you're playing against a half-court defense, and they're elite in the half-court. So, a lot of things that we can clean up for sure.
One more. On nights like tonight where Jamal's been out for a few games now, where can Mike and Aaron scale up their scoring, especially in matchups like this one where Nikola's facing double teams as often as he is? And where can they continue to get better?
Well, I think, the way they guard us, obviously Rudy Gobert just roams the paint. They put Naz Reid or Towns when he's healthy on Nikola. And they assign Rudy Gobert to Aaron, and he just kind of plays free safety, roams the paint. So in those instances, obviously Aaron, like he did early tonight, finding the gaps, finding the openings in the paint, playing behind the defense, as well as looking to create 2-on-1 opportunities on and off the ball. Because Gobert is just roaming. He's like a free safety out there. And obviously, McDaniels is draped all over Michael Porter, not letting him come up the floor. So obviously we can screen better to free him up. And then obviously, I think if we can get some easy ones in transition, that helps everybody. Again, it's tough playing against that defense in the half court for 48. And I felt for most of the night it was just a slugfest in the half court, and that's to their advantage.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Coach Malone said that he was surprised that you played tonight given your wrist. How's it feeling? Do you think you're getting any time off of it? You can manage it?
I will see. I really trust Jason and the medical staff and our doctors. So we will see. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit better. Just so I don't feel it every time when I shoot it. But it's good. I'm used to it. The pain, so it's kind of normal for me.
Nikola, just the way that the team approached the first half, just what was the level of disappointment from you guys just going into halftime, just with that?
They're a good team. I think yes, we can say the effort was whatever, but that's how the basketball is. They make a run, we are playing bad, and then the ball's gonna bounce on their side. If they're playing a little bit harder, especially, they're going to have the 50-50 balls. So I think that's part of the game. And, it's not that we want to play bad and be down 20. It's happened. And they're a really good team. That's why they're first on the West right now, right? So they have really good team. Even with Cat out, they have guys who can step up and play the role and be effective in that role. So very good coaching staff. So that's why they're good.
How much do you guys think you're missing Jamal right now? Just you haven't gotten to 100 points in each of the last 2, just missing the scoring, the playmaking.
Yes. He's a big factor of our team and of our system. And when we miss him, even we says, second unit have him on the floor, the whole concept change, and he can score, of course, and he can contribute, and we miss probably his energy too. But those things happen, injuries that happen. So hopefully we're going to be healthy in the playoffs.
Nikola, has your mindset about taking a game off to deal with a minor injury, has that changed at all over the course of your career?
I don't know. I'm used to pain, and I'm used to play under injuries. Some nights are good, some nights a little bit better. So it's just part of how I probably grow up. I don't know.
Does Minnesota seem like a significantly better team than the version you played last year in the playoffs?
I mean, of course, they miss no, they make McDaniels and Nasri, and then they miss Kyle Anderson in the last couple games. So that's three really big important players for their team. Even I think even without them in the playoffs, they put up the fight. They were in the game. They actually won the game over there, and they had a shot for overtime here. The fifth game. So they have a talent. They know how to use the talent, and they have really they build really good.
Tim Conley's played such an important part in your career. When you see him in the building tonight, do you enjoy that?
Oh yeah, of course. Tim, he has a great energy, always positive guy. But I think his biggest problem is his job. I think people look at him as a general manager or whatever. I think he's a really good person, a really good guy, and if he doesn't do this job, people kind of will like him even more. For me right now, it's kind of easy because he's my friend right now. He's not even my general manager or whatever, so I can talk bad things to him, and we can have a fun. But it's always good to see him. Great person.
Because he is your friend, do you like beating him even more, and he's like beating you, or no?
I mean, they have a couple guys that they were here, Finch, Micah, Monte is on their team. It's always good to beat team that they have our past, I say, boys, coaches, players, but they got us tonight.
Minnesota's the only team in the league to hold you guys under 100 points multiple times this season. What makes their defense so tough?
I mean, they're number one defense in the whole NBA. They have a personnel really built. They can do a lot of things defensively. They can literally do whatever. They can switch 1 through 5. They can be in a drop. They can play small ball, but they're really not small. They can play big. They have so many variations, and they have really good defenders. They have a. They say like Anderson is kind of slower, but he's so intelligent, and he's using to take the space, and he has good hands, and who is a freak of nature, and who can be on the ball and do a bunch of things. Rudy, of course, Naz, they have a really good. I think they have a really good personnel. That's why they're number one in defense in the NBA.
With that, with us, like 8 games left to go in the season for you guys now, and I know that you guys have talked about the 1 seed before. You guys have now dropped to 3. Just has your perspective at all changed on whether you guys need the 1 seed or not? Just heading to the.
I mean, I really don't know. Like, if you want to pick and choose who you're gonna play, I think that's not a good thing. I never did that. I mean, I think you should go there and win every game and beat the best probably. So I just want us to play good and to be healthy. Probably that's the most important thing.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. For sure.
Reggie, just from your perspective, what happened with the team just starting in the first half, and just how you guys got down?
We came out, got punched in the mouth. A lot more physical team. Looked like a lot hungrier. I don't know. We played well together collectively. So you can tell their mindset. They want to come in here. They made it very much playoff atmosphere. They came in here and tried to punk us. And I was very successful in the first half. Proud of the way we came out in the second half, competed, but it was a little too late.
This is the point of the season with 70-plus games played where it's like sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't, and you guys are just trying to get to the finish line to start the playoffs?
Possibly, but hopefully we come and change our mindset. Hopefully we can get right coming up this weekend. Yeah, we're definitely not doing exactly what we want to do. We want to trend in the right direction. We want to play our best basketball. You could say it's 70-plus games. I understand it's hard to have energy. Guys are tired. Everybody around the league's tired, but especially a matchup like this, understanding the magnitude of it, honestly. The playoff chase, playoff race for first. It's a team that we're battling with, so just very disappointed with the way we came out in our approach. But like I said, happy with the way we came out in the second half, but we got to be better.
With as physical as they were defensively and just what Rudy does as a paint protector, just how difficult was it to sort of navigate the paint and just get into there and create good shots consistently for the team as a whole?
I think for the team it was difficult. Him standing in the paint, we know what he's going to do, but personally I didn't make enough shots, especially at the rim, when that was the challenge. I got to be better. Yeah, they had us discombobulated, but I think if I make a couple more shots, honestly, at the rim, then rotations probably start changing a little bit. We start getting even more open, wide open shots. I think the last two games we just haven't shot the way we're accustomed to. But like I said, putting pressure on the basket, just got to find a way to finish, and then I think it will open things up, especially with a team who relies so much on their length, their physicality right there, and really having Rudy Gobert anchor them at the rim. I think we can get some finishes. Then, Mike can get guys like Mike can give some real great looks, a lot more of our wings. We can get some shots, for our second unit, Christian, Peyton, just get guys comfortable. But we just want to get healthy and start trending in the right direction.
You guys have shot pretty poorly from three over the course of these last two. Is there something connected to that, just in terms of not necessarily getting the right paint looks, or is it something different?
We play fast. We're aggressive. I think we're not shying away from shots, but just find a way to generate some better ones. I like everybody to be aggressive, everybody to shoot their shot. But I think if we just get some easy baskets earlier, whether it be layups, seeing the ball go through the rim, I think getting some more defensive rebounds. I think we're getting stops, but we're allowing teams to get too many offensive rebounds. I think if we shore that up, we can get in transition. Like I said, get some easy layups, get guys discombobulated, cross-matched, and then get some better looks. But we got to find a way to finish off our stops. When we make guys miss complete stops by getting defensive rebounds, which fills our offense by allowing us to get in transition.
There were a number of guys on this team a year ago who said Minnesota was as tough as a team as y'all faced in the playoffs. Are they better than they were a year ago, or same, or what? You see any difference?
Biggest difference probably that they know that they're ascending. I think last year was they're putting the projects together. And Edwards is another year older, year wiser. I think they've implemented Naz Reid well. I think Rudy's comfortable now in his situation. Mike Conley was phenomenal. I think guys are just more cemented in their roles. They're more comfortable. I think they believe more. I don't think they think the playoff push that they gave us last year was a fluke. I think it just gave them confidence. So they're definitely a team to look out for, a team trending in the right direction, a team on the up and up. But you love games like this. You love to measure up, see where you're at, especially before you get into the playoffs. So it was a good test. Like I said, it's tough that we got our butts handed to us tonight, but hopefully it'll refuel us, especially these last two losses against playoff teams, potential playoff matchups. So we just got to get back to the drawing board. We got to find a way to get some shots to fall, but really continue to play great defense, play with energy, and just finish defensive possessions.
You've seen a lot in this league. What impresses you the most about Ant?
Steadily getting better. Honestly, his confidence. His confidence, and you can tell his leadership. It's only going to get better. He's one of the most gifted guys we have in the league, but might be 21, 22. Kid's young, but he carries himself like he's been doing it for a while. You can tell he loves his craft. He's honing in on it. He works extremely hard, and he's one of the most confident players in the league. And you can tell he goes.
You mentioned you guys know what Rudy's going to do in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned you know what Rudy's going to do in the paint protecting. What do they do around him to kind of help reinforce that in terms of what makes their defense so good on all levels?
Front office done a great job of getting length, honestly getting length and getting a lot of smart players, getting a lot of guys who can switch matchups, which just allows them to almost be in a matchup zone across the court. Then it allows your wings, who are great in the passing lanes, it allows them to stay in passing lane more, allows them to stay on the perimeter more, allows them to try to take away threes. So, yeah, it's working. We just got to hit shots. You know shots. The coverage that they're in, you know what shots you're going to get. You just got to hit more of them. But if you're not hitting them, yeah, they're very lengthy, young, athletic, energetic, and he allows them to play free. He allows them to play their strengths, especially guys like Jaden McDaniels, guys like Anthony Edwards, who want to get in pass lanes, who want to push up, be aggressive, do a great job of protecting Mike. It allows Mike to be very handsy on the perimeter as well. Always been one of the better perimeter defenders and understanding. So, yeah, we understand they're going to switch, and it's going to be pretty much a matchup zone. So we got to find a way to beat that, and then we got to find a way to be better when Jokic is posting up or they're spacing and giving him outlets. I think that's been a struggle for us the last few games, like understanding how to give him outlets, our spacing, so that he can make easier reads, and then we can have great shots and we can get great ball movement, body movement behind the play after he initiates.
One more question? All right, cool. Thank you, Reggie.
Thanks, Rudy.
No problem.